Hi everyone, here is Acta and welcome back on my YouTube channel. This time we are gonna talk about the new legendary hero coming this Friday in the Miracle Wish session, about Igor. He looks like pretty nice as a direct damage dealer. He has a really unique mechanic based on sacrificing some HP and increasing all his damage, and especially against bosses. We are gonna see that, but before we jump into the content, as always, if you enjoy it, please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much. So, first of all, Igor is a legendary hero from the Holy Light Parliament, and it's an attacker with the Force mark, and it is pretty nice, so he won't have any counter mark, which is pretty interesting. So, he is an attacker, one of the best probably for this faction. Let's jump into his skills. The first one, he will deal 3 stages of attack each to a single enemy. He has the exact same ultimate, God's Anger, 3 stages of attack damage each to a single enemy, but probably with higher damage coefficient. He has a really unique mechanic because when he uses his second ability, he transforms in all-out status. He needs to deduct 25% of his max HP at the beginning of his turn, but he will also lower his defense and tenacity and will get some extra leech and piercing rate. That means he will be super weak when he will be in this form, but normally he should deal a crazy amount of direct damage. Why not? So maybe if you use him with a lot of tanky buffs on him, maybe with Pauline, who can bring some tenacity up and defense bonus, and also Catherine with the consolidation and some shield, and probably he can survive. We know anything at the moment about the rates of his damage and how much defense and tenacity he will reduce on himself. It will probably be 30% less defense and 30% less tenacity. And we know nothing about the leash and the piercing rate, probably 30% also, something like this. Okay, but he will also get some all crit guaranteed on all his attacks, and this is pretty huge. Okay, so he will deal crazy amount of damage, but he has to sacrifice some HP at the beginning of his turn, but normally if he deals enough damage, he will heal all his HP back, so it's okay. Normally it should be okay. So the status will last 3 turns, and after that he will go back in the previous form without the debuffs on him and without the crit rate guaranteed. So why not? The passive, his passive is talking about his status all out, so nothing more on to read on these skills. Let's talk about his exclusive now. The first one, when he is in all-out status, he will get Immortal at the beginning of his turn and for 2 turns. That means you have 3 turns of all-out, so during all this period normally you will have an Immortal on you, so bosses cannot strip your Immortal, so he won't die. And it is pretty huge against bosses, because if he deals a lot of damage, then probably he will become one of the best direct damage dealers in dungeons, which is pretty huge. Also, he will deduct less HP than before, 20% instead of 25%, and when he falls below 20% HP at the start of his turn, he will transform back in the previous form, in the basic form. Okay, normally it's when he falls down below 25% without the exclusive one. So the first exclusive is really interesting. Maybe it can be really nice in PvP if the enemy cannot remove your Immortal. Then the second exclusive, he will get direct damage increased by 20% when he will be in the all-out status, which is a huge. 20% is a huge, and also gets some extra direct damage bonuses for every 1% of HP he loses, up to 40%. So if you lose maybe 60% HP on him, if you have only 40% HP remaining, then probably you will will have up to 60% direct damage bonuses on him, which is pretty huge. And when he target bosses, he directly have 60% direct damage bonus, which is huge against bosses, no matter your HP remaining. This is a great one. And finally, the third exclusive, the higher the enemy target's HP percentage is, the higher the damage on his ultimate, up to 50% more damage using it. So we know nothing at the moment about the attack coefficient on skills, but probably he will be able to deal crazy amounts of direct damage on bosses, which is pretty nice for a direct damage dealer. So, without exclusive, maybe he is gonna be nice. With the first one, he is gonna be great on PvE. And yeah, all his exclusives are great, so he can become a direct damage dealer. So probably he is a great hero. Should you try to get him on the Miracle Wishes? Probably not, because you want to have at least one extra copy of Pauline. So prioritize Pauline first. In 2 weeks after this Friday, he will be available in regular wishes. So we can get him, but we cannot get Pauline anymore after that. So that was all for the video. Tell me what do you think about him in the comment below. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe, and then see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Infinite Magicraid. Play to slay.